Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be this weekend glam makeup tutorial featuring my twin sister Christina, so if you're interested, just keep watching. Now the first step is going to be foundation, and I'm using Neutrogena's Better Skin Foundation. This is my favorite drugstore product at the moment, definitely a favorite drugstore foundation, and it's up there with my Maybelline Fit Me. If you haven't already, don't forget to click on that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit that like button as well to support my channel. I really love hearing from you guys, so don't forget to leave your love in the comments down below. Now as I blend that out, I'm going to move on to my cream contour, and I'm using the Pro Sculpting palette from Makeup Forever, which is one of my favorites right now, and this particular palette is in the number 30, I believe. If it's not 30, it's 50. Pretty sure it's 30. Check the description box down below. I'll put a full list of all the products that I'm using. So I'm just going to roughly just place that all over her face like a gorilla. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to blend that out here shortly, but I just want to make sure that I put it in all the areas that I need it, like on the bridge of her nose, definitely on her cheeks. Even she was surprised with it, so I'm going to leave that there and move on to concealer. This is the Naked Skin and Concealer from Urban Decay, which is one of my favorites, and this is actually a couple of shades lighter than her natural skin tone, and you want to keep this right underneath the eyes in almost like a triangle kind of a section. You want to go too crazy with it because I don't want her face to look almost flattened. You want to make sure that the dimension is not lost. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend all that out using a small contour brush from Sigma Beauty. Now make sure that you are blending out that dark contour color with one brush, and then use a different tool to blend out your concealer. You don't want to dirty up any of the light spots with any of the dark products. So make sure you do that and don't be lazy. It's really important to use different tools. For most of you guys are going to be like, duh, right? But some people don't know that and they just start to look really crazy. So switching back to my beauty blender-ish kind of a sponge that I got from Walgreens, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all of the concealer and then also get all up in her brain. She was like, what the hell are you doing? Then switching over to a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and soften out all of that contour on her nose. I know it looks kind of dark under these lights, but it did look really nice in person. Lighting situation is super tricky for me. I'm not a professional, so bear with me. But it is going to lighten up and look a lot better after I set everything with setting powder. And I'm using the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. And this particular one is the banana powder, or the yellow powder that's in that palette, which I absolutely adore. And I just put that on all the bright parts of her face, and then move on to a medium, kind of like a matte brown color from that same palette into all of the contour parts that I chiseled out on her face, just really defining her cheekbones and slimming down her nose at the same time. Next up is going to be highlight, and I know the description says that it is So Hollywood, but it's not. It's Riviera from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's one of my favorite highlights just because it's so pretty. It's not too gaudy, and you can really build on that highlight. And as you can see later on in this video, I'm going to go back into the highlight just because I felt like it wasn't like really standing out, and I had a change of heart and wanted to add a little bit more color. So on top of that, I am going to be putting a little bit of Tea Rose blush from Milani, just to, bring some color to her face. Then she's gonna go ham on those eyebrows using a black eyeshadow from Michael Todd. That's her living her life, and I'm just letting her get it. And I'm so jealous of how thick and beautiful her eyebrows are. My eyebrows are like, haven't been seen since birth. I have to always pencil them in, or I just look like I have no eyebrows. So yeah, I'm jealous. She got the colored eyes and those big beautiful eyebrows. Bitch. I'm just kidding, I love her. I love you! Now that she's got those guys on, I'm going to move on to eyeshadow and going into the crease using the Pro Eyeshadow Palette from Violet Voss, and this color is called Transition, probably because it's like the perfect transition color. As you can see, she's like the best model. I love doing other people's makeup on camera just because I can see everything that I'm doing and not being blinded by the light. Moving on to my lids, I'm using that same palette in a shade called Are You Kitten Me? Are You Kidding Me? Something like that. It's a really beautiful, like orangey kind of a brown shade, and it's perfect for those smoky eyes that are not too intense. Then going back in with that first brush just to make sure that I'm blending everything out and everything is kind of seamless. There's no steps involved. That's one thing that makes me cringe when I see eyeshadows that are not blended well and they look like one step to the next. Then going in with the flat shader brush and just going right underneath my lash line using that same Are You Kidding Me color. We're going to go back into that and make that a little darker and just a bit. But I did want to pop in some of this eyeliner from Rimmel London, and this is called their Scandal Eyes in Bad Girl Brown, or Bad Girl Bronze, I should say. And it's kind of got a little bit of a shimmer, and it reminds me of a pencil from MAC that I used to use all the time, but this is a lot more affordable and it's chubby, so if you have big eyes like mine or my sister's, it's perfect for blending onto your lower lash line as well. So just using that same flat eyeshadow brush, and as you can see, it looks so much better. Her eyes popped and they look green, and like, I'm so jealous. I hate her. I have to wear eye contacts because my eyes are like almost black. So yeah, totally hating on my sister, and she's so beautiful. Next up, I'm going to pop on a couple of coats of mascara to the top and bottom, and this is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, which you guys know I'm already obsessed. But I mean, as clear as day, you guys cannot deny how thick and how dark her eyelashes look with just one coat of mascara, so that's why I'm obsessed. Fortunately, it's got a ton of fallout, so that's the only bad side of it, but other than that, it's, I mean, complete perfection. I love it. I love this mascara. I'm like, I die for it. If I don't have it, I feel like incomplete. Then popping on some false lashes from Violet Voss. These are in the style Dolls Just Want to Have Fun, and I actually wore these ones the day before. Don't share eyelashes, this is so gross, but we shared a room, so I think we can share eyelashes and just be fine. So yeah, I don't recommend it because it's so bad and it's so unsanitary to share things, especially that are going to be involved with like your eyeball juice. But whatever, she didn't care. And I didn't tell her. So again, I didn't want to waste any lashes, but they look so pretty on her, don't they? She has yet to return those. I love these so much, and I should probably hit her up. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I love doing makeup on my sister, because I could not do this to a client. I could not poke them in the eye with a makeup brush or stretch their eyes out like that. So anyways, I'm going to be using a darker color to the lower lash line, and this one is called Brownie Points from that same Violet Voss palette, and just making sure that I blend everything out and softening it up so much. And she's just so pretty, I just want to mess up her face. And next up is my lip liner. This is called Trick from OCC Cosmetics. It's really creamy and it finishes like a matte finish, so that's always nice. And I like to go over her lips just a bit because they're kind of on the thin side or smaller side, so to plump those babies up, a little bit of nude liner does go a long way. And then on top of that, I'm using the Ultra Matte Lip Color in Teeny Tiny from ColourPop. And it actually looks a lot lighter on her than it does on me. On me, it looks so dark. So I'm just spraying her face with the All Nighter spray from Urban Decay. And then on top of that, I'm almost getting her face juicy for the highlight. If you guys add a little bit of water mist to your face before adding her highlight, it does make a world of a difference. As you can see, her highlight is about to pop. And this is the final look. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more featuring my sister, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Mwah!